Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into the absolute best of Japan. We're going to break down a really cool travel guide and count down the top 10 places you just have to see. We're talking everything from ancient temples to glowing cityscapes. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, I think this quote just nails it, right? A warm, welcoming, and endlessly interesting travel destination. It's so true. Japan is one of those places that has something for literally everyone. It mixes this incredibly deep history with a super vibrant modern pulse. It's a country that really does welcome you in, and I promise it will never ever stop surprising you.
All right, let's kick off this countdown. We're starting with numbers 10 down to 7, covering some incredible gems, beautiful coasts, and a whole lot of history.
All right, kicking things off for us at number 10, we have Kanazawa, the historic garden city. Now picture this, it's tucked right between the Sea of Japan and these soaring Alps. It's just this perfectly preserved treasure trove of Japanese culture. And you know what's really incredible is how it's so well preserved. See, it was mostly spared from damage during World War II. What does that mean for you? It means you can literally wander through authentic samurai districts and old geisha tea houses that feel like they're frozen in time. But the real showstopper here? That's gotta be the Kenrikuen Garden. People say it's one of the 3 most beautiful landscape gardens in all of Japan. Just stunning.
Okay, so from those historic treasures, we're making a big jump, all the way to some tropical shores. Coming in at number 9.
We're heading to Ishigaki, Japan's premier beach destination. Seriously, if you're picturing Japan as just temples and big cities, you need to think again. This place is a full-on tropical paradise, more than 1,200 miles south of Tokyo. It honestly feels like a completely different country.
Ishigaki is all about getting outside and just soaking it all in. It's the perfect base for island hopping around the Yaeyama archipelago. You can spend your days beachcombing, diving in that crystal clear water, and if you've still got energy, the nightlife is surprisingly lively. And then you can tackle a hike up Mount Nosoko the next day.
All right, for number 8, we're shifting gears a bit. We're moving from that tropical paradise to a place with some really profound history.
And that's Hiroshima, a powerful symbol of peace and reconstruction. Now, its name is, of course, forever linked to the atomic bomb, but the city you'll find today is this bustling modern metropolis. It's just an incredible testament to resilience. And of course, people come to pay their respects at the Peace Memorial Park and see the chilling A-bomb dome. You have to. But what they also discover is this vibrant city that is just so full of life. And it's also a great gateway to nearby islands like Miyajima, which has that famous floating torii gate. You know, the one at high tide, it looks like it's just hovering on the water. It's beautiful.
All right, coming in at number 7, we're heading to another gem on the coast.
And it's Kamakura, home of the Great Buddha. It's kind of hard to believe now, but this really relaxed coastal city, it was once the political center of medieval Japan. We're talking the seat of the very first shogun. And because of that, it is just packed with amazing temples and shrines from that time.
But let's be real, Kamakura is defined by one thing above all else, the Great Buddha. It is a massive bronze statue, almost 44 feet tall. Seeing it in person, just sitting there so peacefully, outdoors for centuries, after its temple was washed away by a tsunami, that's one of the most iconic experiences you can have in Japan, period.
Okay, we're now moving into the heart of our list. This next section is all about stunning mountains and ancient capitals as we count down from number 6 all the way to number 3.
So our number 6 spot, this one takes us deep into the mountains.
To Nikko, a place where culture and nature just blend together perfectly. You know, there's actually a Japanese saying that goes, "Don't say magnificent until you've seen Nikko." And honestly, they have a point.
It's tucked away in this lush green forest, and it's home to some of Japan's most incredibly decorated shrines and temples. Covered in gold leaf, insane carvings, the whole 9 yards. But the shrines and temples, that's only half the story. The area is also famous for its natural beauty. You got sparkling waterfalls, calm lakes, and amazing hot springs just waiting for you.
Okay, we're cracking the top 5 now. And this next city was, until pretty recently, one of Japan's best-kept secrets.
It's Takayama, hidden way up high in the Japanese Alps. So for centuries, because it was so remote, it was basically cut off from the rest of the country, and that allowed it to develop this totally unique character. Well, nowadays, the secret's definitely getting out.
What makes Takayama so special is its beautiful, perfectly preserved old town. You walk down streets lined with these old Edo-era buildings, and it feels like you've stepped onto a movie set. Because it was so isolated, it developed this really rich, unique culture of craftsmanship. And you've got the peaceful Miyagawa River running right through it. It's just incredibly charming.
All right, at number 4, we've got a spot that's an easy trip from Tokyo and offers, well, maybe the most iconic view in all of Japan.
We're talking about Hakone, the gateway to Mount Fuji. Think of it as this beautiful mountain resort town. It's famous for its world-class art museums, those amazing Japanese hot springs, and of course, the scenery is just breathtaking.
So it's right on the shores of this calm lake, Lake Ashi. And Hakone's most famous activity is, well, it's wonderfully weird. You take a ride on a massive, super ornate pirate ship. Yeah, a pirate ship. And from the deck of that ship, if you get a clear day, you get the view. We're talking a stunning, perfect panorama of the majestic, snow-capped Mount Fuji. It's just a sight you will never, ever forget.
And just like that, we've hit the top 3. This is a big deal. Kicking it off for us at number 3 is a city that a lot of people consider the very birthplace of Japanese civilization.
It's Nara, a place where ancient civilization and deer roam free. Yeah, you heard that right. This ancient capital has an incredible amount of historic sites and some very, very unique four-legged residents.
Almost everything you want to see is inside the gorgeous Nara Park, which is home to literally hundreds of tame deer. In the Shinto religion, they're thought to be sacred messengers of the gods, so they just roam around freely. They'll even bow to you if they think you have crackers for them. But the park's real highlight has to be the Todaiji Temple. It's one of the largest wooden buildings on the planet, and inside is an equally enormous Great Buddha statue. It's just staggering.
Wow, okay, here we are. The final 2, and these are the heavy hitters. The legendary, iconic cities that really represent the very essence of Japan, but, and this is the interesting part, in completely different ways.
So, in the runner-up spot, at number 2, we have the city that many people will tell you is the most beautiful in all of Japan. It's the nation's cultural heart.
Of course it has to be Kyoto. It was the imperial capital for over 1,000 years. This is the city where the soul of old Japan is still alive and well. There is incredible history and beauty around literally every single corner. I mean, think about it. Nearly 2,000 Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples, incredible palaces, perfect gardens. Kyoto is an absolute dream to explore. You can just get lost wandering the historic Gion district. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of a geisha rushing to an appointment. And don't even get me started on cherry blossom season. The whole city just becomes magical.
And that brings us to number 1, the big one. It's the futuristic, exhilarating, neon-lit heart of modern Japan.
Of course, it's Tokyo. It's the center of the world's most populous metropolitan area. This capital is an absolutely exhilarating experience that you just cannot miss.
So you've got the iconic, skyscraper-filled skyline, right? And this total embrace of cutting-edge tech. But then, tucked right between all the glass towers and neon signs, you'll find these awe-inspiring temples and quiet museums that show off Japan's deep heritage. It's just so creative, so innovative, and so wonderfully quirky. It's this massive city where ancient tradition and a vision of the future literally collide on every single street.
And really, this comparison gets to the heart of it all. Our top 2 spots perfectly capture the 2 souls of Japan. On one hand, you have Kyoto, the soul of old Japan, the ancient capital, defined by its temples and traditions. And on the other, you have Tokyo, the heart of modern Japan, the futuristic capital driven by technology and skyscrapers. To really truly understand Japan, you got to experience both of them.
And that wraps up our countdown. From the quiet, serene gardens of Kanazawa all the way to the non-stop neon glow of Tokyo, Japan offers just an incredible range of experiences. So I guess the only question left is, when you go, what's it going to be? Are you going to start with its ancient history, or are you going to dive headfirst into its futuristic cities?